can you please say I,
I,
and then your name?
Fatima Bryan,
Okay. Give Student Health 101
give Student Health 101
and Wayne State University
and Wayne State University
permission to use this video.
permission to use this video.
Okay, thank you. So question 1 is, do you engage in online social networking?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think online social networking is a positive thing?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. Does it have any negatives?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to elaborate?
Yes, please.
Well, they have the online bullying, and a lot of people use it for some of the wrong reasons, gossip, just negativity, period. Then there's always people posting things that could get them in trouble with school or work, and parents. Yeah, all that. But for the most part, it's positive.
Okay. And how many profiles do you have?
What do you mean, like on different networks?
Mhm.
I have a Facebook, a Twitter, and an Instagram, so 3.
Okay. And which of these is your favorite social networking site?
Well, if for networking per se, I would probably say Facebook, because the other two are kind of, I just use the social part of it, not so much the networking. So yeah, probably Facebook.
Okay. And how many hours a day do you spend on these sites?
Honestly, probably, I say 5. Not a whole 5 hours, but just 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, so about a total about 5 hours.
Okay. And do you think it's important to monitor who sees what you post?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I have locks on all my accounts. I don't want anybody who I don't think is appropriate looking at stuff. And then it's just, you should be mindful of what you post too.
Okay. And you kind of talked about it a little bit, but what do you do to monitor who sees what you post?
Well, I don't share any of I try not to share any of my bad habits, with the world. I don't really try to post anything negative. I don't really, respond to any negativity that might be directed towards me. Yeah, so for the most part, it's just like, I'm a pretty happy, nice person, so I don't really have time to be posting anything negative. Like, that's just not me. So yeah, I think it's a social network. You should use it to be social, to network, and to just kind of just have fun. It's not really made to do all that bad stuff that people can use it for sometimes.
Okay. And do you think potential employers search for candidates on sites such as Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had some look at mine in the past.
Okay. And do you think students readily think about who's looking at what they post?
I think it depends. A lot of the younger, students or people, they kind of, maybe if they're not really so far into their field, or with their career, they're not really worried about it. I still think you should be cautious, because the stuff is going to be up there. You never know, how many years later anyone can still see it. But I really think it depends on where you're at in your life and in your career and in your field, because if you're more serious and trying to find real career jobs, and you're maybe further on in school, it wouldn't be wise to be posting, certain kind of pictures or certain kind of posts. But for younger kids who maybe just be coming out of high school or who are freshmen, I don't really think it's that serious. They're probably not, I guess, really all that into the seriousness of life yet. So they're probably just having fun and enjoying it for that reason.
Okay. That's it.
All right.